Thanks for joining me today at Slot Valley Racing. For those who don't know, my name is Dan, and today, do I ever have a treat for you guys. I will stop at nothing to make sure you guys have the information you need to make sure that your HO collection is not only the fastest, but the best. Today we have Viperscaleracing in the house. I've ordered 3 cars, a good sampling of what Viperscaleracing has to offer, and we're going to have a look at it. Not only are we going to have a look at it today, but I've went one step further. I want to make sure you guys are well informed, and I will stop at nothing to make sure that happens. To that end, I talked to Dan Cronin, who explained a little bit about each one of these cars. Before we go any further, I'd just like to thank Dan for taking the time to make this video for me. I appreciate it. My fans appreciate it. And definitely the HO community appreciates it. We all need this kind of content out there. People love their HOs.
It's showtime.
Alright guys, what's up? I'm going to talk about the Viper V1 production mod. This is a pretty hot car. This is one of the faster production cars that we offer. So it's got level 10 polymer magnets. It has a 3 ohm armature, which is quite a bit of power. This pretty powerful car. We wanted to make something that was faster than the V-Spec, which the V-Spec is made to run on any home set with any home stock power supply. When you move up into cars like this, you definitely want to be upgrading your power supply. It has a lot more current draw. It's going to make your controllers run hotter. You definitely want to just be aware when you run one of these, it's not a toy car. And if you use toy controllers and toy power packs, then you're not going to get the best results from it. But this is a great car, relatively inexpensive for the speed that you get. You can remove the post if you want to put an F1 body or put a AFX clip on it. You can put Lifelike clip or the Tyco clip. Gives you a really good all-around setup. That's common on all of our cars, but this is a really good car. So next up would be what we call a poly mod. Now this has the same magnet package, which is the level 10 magnet package, but this one has a wide gap 2.5 ohm armature, which is going to be even more power than the 3 ohm. This is more of what I would say is kind of an entry level poly mod race car. It's going to be quite a bit faster than the production modified. It does come with the albino rear tires. It's just a little bit more of a tuned up, pumped up version. But in the realm of poly mods, I mean, this car is $90, and if you built a full-on all-out nationals level version, you would be closer to the $200 range. Now the magnet package would remain the same, but you could put ball bearings in it. There's a host of other things that you could do. That's why I say it's kind of an entry-level polymod. But this is the fastest production car that we make. It's the fastest production HO slot car that I even know of being made. AFX likes to claim that with the Mega G, but I guess that's just the toy grade stuff. They might have that claim to fame, but when it comes to high performance, this is the fastest production, readily available HO slot car. So it's a beast. Last we have the GT, which we just kind of started doing, just making them available. They have limited numbers. These have custom ProTrack billet machine wheels. The rears use a set screw. They look really cool. This is basically the same setup as a V-Spec. It's a 6 ohm armature, Pro 4 motor magnet package. These cars, we don't really sell these or consider them to be a race car. This is more of a quick, kind of a show car, something that looks really good, that you could throw on the track and have it be fast and whatnot. But when it comes to the actual performance, the heavy aluminum wheels and the just the machining on them is not as precision as the plastic race stuff like our other cars come with. These have they have almost no concentricity run out, meaning that they're very true, very fast. But when it comes to looks, you can't beat these. And some guys, they say, well, if I'm going to spend the kind of money that you're asking for one of those cars, I want to drive it. And that's totally fine, totally understandable. But we are also aware that there's a lot of guys that love building static models or collecting die cast, and they have no expectations of ever driving those cars. They buy them and appreciate how they look, and so we kind of try to kill two birds with one stone there. And this is a really good car. You could certainly do this to any V-Spec. You could buy the wheels from us, outfit them. You could get them from ProTrack. You just have to make your own axles and get your own tire setups. But we do offer the wheels and tires, and you want to flatten your axle with a Dremel tool, and then we actually upgrade the screws that we provide these cars with. Just the stock set screws are a little bit soft. We use a very high-end alloy steel set screw in these.
Before we head out, I'd just like to say thank you to Dan from Viperscaleracing for taking the time to make this video for me. Absolutely fantastic. I appreciate your time. I know you're very busy. It's a pretty busy world out there right now. We're all scraping for that one last little bit of free minute. And every time there's a free minute, somebody wants it. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that minute. Before I leave, I'd just like to say thanks to Scott at Scott's House of HO Racing. Unbelievable collection, my friend. I am glad I know you. I can't even imagine being an HO person without knowing you and your collection. Oh my gosh. Guys, if you haven't checked out Scott's House of HO Racing, you're really missing out. Scott has absolutely, I'm almost sure, one of almost everything. And he's got knowledge on it. Not only does he know knowledge of the car, but he can tell you a little bit of backstory about why the car came about. It's absolutely fantastic. I suggest if you're in HO, you at least go by and check him out. He's got lots of cars for sale as well. Check that out as well. I'd also like you to check out Stockpile Hobbies. Go see Steve and Enzo. Steve's got his absolutely amazing drag racing track. And pretty soon, we're going to cross it up and we're going to race together. Thanks, Steve. Also, check out Buckeye Drag Racing. Absolutely fantastic. He's just making a mark now. Make sure we help him with that. Also, before I leave, I'd like you to check out Mark's Slot Car Garage. He's just getting going. He's got a really cool track, and he's got a few gadgets that you might find interesting. Make sure you stop by and check him out. Now, I definitely could not leave without thanking everybody who showed up for my 1-year anniversary special. I absolutely thank you. It made my day, week, and whole entire year. I put these videos out and I work extra hard. Welcome to Slot Valley Racing. If it wasn't educational, I hope it was at least entertaining. From all of us here at Slot Valley Racing, get your heart racing.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup. You want to go do
Slot cars in the garage?
Yup.